My hobbies are playing football, and my area of field of interest are astronomy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's all about my introduction part. And the thing is that I want to join the astronomy field, but as you know, in our India, by the rank, I got the civil engineering branch. Whether I want to take a EC branch or computer science branch, but unfortunately, I got the civil engineering branch.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, I want to know, is there any pathway to go for in the field? I like ISRO, to join ISRO or NASA. And apart from that, I want from childhood itself, I want to join these space agencies as a astronaut or this type of field work. But due to some constraint and the coaching or that is our it is our education system in India, I don't able to join any good IIT or IIST college that is in the Thiruvananthapuram, and that teaches about the aerospace engineering, avionics, all about. And it recruits ISRO recruits direct recruits from the IST itself. And there I also can't join this college, but at last I joined this NIT Patna Civil Engineering. But now I want to find a way I can still go there or not. So,
So, you said your undergrad is in civil engineering?
yes, sir.
Yeah, but if I understood correctly, if you Google it, ISRO does hire civil engineers. I don't know why you're saying that.
Yes, ISRO higher, but very less numbers. Vacancies are very less. That is, if there are for EC people, if there is 50 vacancies, for civil engineering there are 22 or 3 vacancies, and that's also what type of job profile they give us are also not for us.
I mean,
And
there.
sir,
Yeah, go ahead.
yes, sir.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My plan is about to. I am going to prepare for the gate, and if ranks allowed me, and then I want to join the IIT Bombay as a aerospace engineering or IIT Madras or IIT Kanpur. Then I will move to the ISRO or NASA. Or further, if after completion of my graduation, if vacancies are permit me from the ISRO, vacancies are released, then I will sure apply for it. Otherwise, I will go for the aerospace engineering for the MTech
But
program.
so my question to you is, when you give a gate exam as a civil engineer, can you get admission in aerospace engineering or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have researched in a uh, very detailed way and found that I can go for the aerodynamics in the
Go ahead.
aerodynamics because they allow for civil engineers
You're mute.
and for the electronics they said allowed automotive control. I don't know, but for us aerodynamics are the field.
Okay. So let me ask you, Celine, what is your question here? I am still struggling with your question that you want to ask. Looks like you know what you branch you are in, you know what to do. So what's your questions here?
Sir, my question is that this is actually, sir, I am belong from my very it is a medium background that is not allow easily for me to do MTech, and that from my family, our family, but not allowed me to do the MTech programs. So it is fully depend on me, or for me, I want to do the MTech or not. But if in case there is no option, then I will do the MTech. That's only the last chance for me.
Yeah, but I want to ask you again, what are the questions that you want me to give you the answers? I am still struggling with your questions actually.
No problem, sir. I want to say that I am still can go join space agencies, any space agencies, and good job profile, with a good job profile.
I mean, one thing I will tell you because you live in India. So let me say not. Looks like you are more confused than I guess you are looking for some affirmation for your questions. So
Yes,
let me make it a little bit clear here.
yes, sir.
There are people in this world who who have done many things, but they were able to go and work for NASA and ISRO. Doesn't matter. The degree doesn't matter. Number one. Okay. Number two
Yes,
is as a civil engineer, even though the seats are less, ISRO does hire civil engineers. So probably you have to work hard or whatever it is. I don't know, but they hire. That's number two.
yes,
Number
sir.
three is
But
because
this is
you are
that is the main.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Number three, because you are a Indian citizen, you can only work for companies or departments in India. You cannot work for NASA. You have to be a US citizen. Okay?
Without
So
studying, sir, I can't join NASA. Without studying in US, I
no,
can't
you
join
have
NASA.
you have to be a US citizen. Like I am a US citizen. I'm not an Indian citizen.
Yes, yes.
Understand my point? So you have to be a US citizen because it's a government job. Okay? But there are companies who work for space, like the company that I work for, they also hire people who are US citizens because it's a defense and government stuff. So
Yes, sir.
my answer to next question to you is if you want to work for a space company in US or NASA, you have to be first thing you have to be is you have to be a US citizen. Even then, let's say you have a degree from aerospace engineering from Harvard, does not matter. You have to be a US citizen.
And then I will apply, and then if it's selected, then we will work for NASA.
Exactly. You understand my point?
Sir,
So
okay, sir.
you will see a lot of Indian people working in NASA and all that. They all are US citizens. They are not Indian citizens.
Yes, sir. I know, sir. I have searched and found that they are defense research, or they are connected to the defense department of their
Yeah,
country.
yeah. So being an Indian national, you can only work for ISRO. Like for example, because I'm a US citizen, I cannot work for ISRO. You understand my
Yes, sir.
point?
Yes, sir.
Same thing.
Yes. Now you can't work for this role
No, because I'm a US citizen.
if you want. Sir, I
So
found that your background is also from the civil engineering. You are also from the civil
yeah.
engineering or related branches from the IT BSc. And from that, I have done my schooling for CHS.
Mm-hmm.
And only the inspiration uh, drives me that I want to become a student from this. So I gave the test for the CHS exams, BHU exams, and go there. And again, to join the best college, I give the JEE and then come to the NIT Patna. But I, but about, through the rank, I got civil engineering branch. So I somewhat disturbed whether I will go for that or not. Or I have to drop my childhood pathways.
Yeah. So here is the thing. Having a dream is good, right? There is a saying called that you can only climb the ladder by looking upwards, right? So that's the first thing that you are doing. You have ambition. That's very important. And the next thing, as I told you, is does not matter your degree. Like I will give you my example. My undergrad is in mining engineering. It's not even civil.
Oh,
My
yes,
master's
yes.
was in civil engineering. My PhD was in mechanical engineering. But when I was I mean, just imagine when I was working as a mining engineer I was doing my undergrad from BHU. I can't even imagine to work for a space company because mining and space are a totally different thing,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, I know, sir. I know. So you,
So
yes, sir.
my what I'm trying to tell you is I I I kept studying and doing what I enjoyed, and it happened. It's not I planned something. You understand my point?
Yes, yes,
Many times in life, you realize that you have a planning, but as they say, God has a different plan, right? So you end up somewhere else, but does not mean that your ambition should stop. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you are so much passionate about doing something and you kept thinking about it and you kept working towards it, it will happen. End of the story. Does not matter what your degree is. Degree has no meaning. Who cares about degree? What does a degree mean?
yes, sir. That's yes, sir. That is the only point I drive from that. If I am kind regularly working in the for working for my dream, so one day I will succeed. I know, but I don't know the any clear pathways.
Nobody knows. The only person that knows the clear pathway is me because I know what happened 10 years back. I can see back, right? You can't.
Yes, sir.
I can tell you what happened because I have gone through that process and I can look in the past and I can say, okay, this has happened. But you cannot. You have not gone through that process. I
Yes,
was,
sir. Yes,
if you ask me at your age and at your stage of your career, I was as confused as you. It's this is not something that is new. You will talk to your seniors, or you talk to your juniors, or you talk to your colleagues. Everyone is exactly the same question. Like for example, I will tell you
yes,
one
sir.
thing.
Yes,
Let's say tomorrow I want to become vice president of a company. Okay, I will be confused, but the
yes,
vice
sir.
president will not because he knows how he or she gets to that point, right?
Yes,
But it doesn't mean I will stop thinking about it. I want to. So what I will do, as you are doing the right thing, is I will talk to someone who is a vice president and say, can you tell me about your journey, right?
yes,
I
yes,
will listen. I will listen, and then I will make my own decision what I should be doing. Like for example, you are asking me. I think the very valid question is, you have a mining engineering degree. How can you become a space engineer? It's a very valid
yes,
question.
sir.
I can tell you my
Yes, sir.
story, but doesn't mean your story is going to be the same.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
all you can do is say, I know this can happen. I know I have spoken to people who have done it, so I can do it. End of the story. What I'm trying to tell you, because your question was how it is possible. It is possible. It's not impossible. That's what I'm
yes,
trying
sir.
to say. So
Yes,
I'm pretty sure if you had if let's say Kalpana Chawla was alive today and if you spoke to her how she went from Punjab University to become astronaut, she will tell you something, right?
yes, sir.
But you have to understand only one thing is the probability is extremely low. So that means you have to work really hard. You have to go, like for example, you said I came from this family or that family. I mean, do you think I came from my father was Dhirubhai Ambani? No, everybody has the same thing. I mean, if you if you if you gonna think that because I came from a certain background or I came from a certain family, it's going to help me. It's a pity thing. Don't use that. Nobody is gonna entertain you. World doesn't work that way. Who cares? You came from a pity family. I want to hire
Yes,
someone who wants to do the job. End of the story, right? Let's say, for example, you have a business to run, right? You have a business to run. You want to hire someone who is really good in doing and make more money for you, or you want to hire someone because he's a dumb but he's very poor? Who cares?
yes, sir.
See, you have to understand the pettiness. I came from this background. My background is this. You look around people around you who are successful. You name a person who is either a celebrity in India, whether it's a business, whether he or she is a hero or heroine, or whether he or she is a politician successful, whether businessman. You will find everyone actually came from a really poor background.
Yes, sir.
Besides,
And that's, I think that's the main driving force.
second,
Sir, I think that's the main driving force for them to work hard and achieve the highest.
yeah. So what I'm trying to tell you in future, don't use that thing that I came from this background, that background. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn. And let me tell you one thing.
Actually, yes,
Your problem are your problem. They are not my problem. I want someone who can work. End of the story. Figure it out. At the end of the story, this is the bottom line. You figure it out. Your problem are your problems. My problems are my problems.
yes, sir.
But
Actually, the one question that most problem for me that if I whether I got the good rank in GATE examination and I go
doesn't
for the
matter.
MTech in
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
aerospace engineering. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
but as I
The,
told you, is there every year there are so many aerospace engineers. Not everybody works for ISRO and NASA. Just let me tell
sir,
you one thing.
that's
No, let me tell you one thing. Just go to ISP, Aerospace Engineering Department, or IIT Bombay Aerospace Engineering Department, which is number one or number two,
yes, sir.
and try to find out every year how many students graduate, and everybody how many people start work for ISRO or anything like that. You will find maybe in 5 years 2 people, maybe.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes. Same
So
thing.
my
So I
my
am worried about.
what to
That's why
worry
I am worried
about?
about.
There's
Yes,
nothing
sir.
to worry about. Because the reason you are worried about you, because you think that schools gives you guarantee to go to somewhere. School doesn't give a shit. That's why you're worried about. The people who end up doing what they want to do is not because they went to a certain school or something. They end up doing something because they wanted what they want. That's what I'm trying to tell you. what
Yes, sir.
school
Very.
what school is just a process. Let me tell you one question. Let's say if there's a company who want to hire automotive engineer, okay,
Yes, sir.
and 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 let's say you are a owner of a company who makes cars, okay. Do you want to hire someone who has a knowledge of building a car, has no degree, or who has a degree but doesn't know shit about a car?
No, sir. Yeah, better person for me who is experienced
Who have a knowledge?
in my work. Yes, sir. With knowledge.
Yeah, and this is not 1990. Knowledge has no boundaries anyway. People have built helicopters just watching YouTube videos, and you know that.
But sir, in our education system in India, everywhere they are.
I came from the same system. I know what the system is.
Yes, sir.
You all you are building is excuse. I don't like that.
Okay, sir.
This system, that system, this happens. I'm poor. This is all bullshit. This is all crap. This is excuse for you to say I am not able to do it because I'm poor. I'm not able to do it because I'm from this school. This has no meaning, man. Stop doing it. Let me tell you, you are in that school because maybe you are not capable of getting into a better school. Then stop thinking about being better.
Yes, sir.
End of the story. Why you have ambitions, but because you know this is your limitation then. जैसे मैंने start में I told you right, you can't climb looking upwards. खाली I mean you can look upwards, but चढ़ना तो पड़ेगा ना.
Yes, sir. Sure.
What I see from you is you probably have you are only thing you are doing is just looking upwards and saying मुझे वहां पहुंचना है. भाई सीढ़ी पे तो चढ़. बिकॉज वहीं तो दम लगेगी ना, वहीं तो स्ट्रेंथ पता
Yes.
चलेगी ना. और किसको पता नहीं है वो कितनी लंबी सीढ़ी है. आधे लोग 2 सीढ़ी चढ़ के उतर जाते हैं, आधे लोग आधी सीढ़ी चढ़ के उतर जाते हैं. एक दो लोग होते हैं जो पूरी सीढ़ी चढ़ते हैं और उसके बाद भी हार जाते हैं, राइट.
So that's why, sir, I don't want to go back from where I have come. and I
As
want
I
to
said,
go in
and
the.
and as I tell you, is your risk, is your decision. You can fail even after that. Nobody is gonna say, "Oh my God, it's your risk." I will tell you a very simple thing in life. The only people who take risk are those are the one who get the reward, right? But let's say if
Yes,
they
I
don't
know
get
very
the
well, sir.
but if they don't get the reward, that's their problem, and there is no guarantee. If you look up how many people quit their job and try to do different things. Let's say, for example, you will find people who quit the job and say, "I'm going to start a YouTube channel." Let's say, and this is how I'm going to make
Yes,
money. You think how many people are successful? So what happened?
sir. Very.
See, my only advice to you would be stop being petty. Stop playing, oh, I'm poor, I'm not this and that, I'm from this school, I'm from that school. Stop saying any excuses and show me that this is what I have done and how can I go from this point to that point. This is what you should be talking about. That's all.
Yes, yes, sir. This is only my question, sir, for you. And sir, for your kind information, I want to say that I am also doing BS in data science and programming from IIT Madras online degree, and I have also taken the minor in electronics and communication engineering, that is communication engineering from IIT Patna. And I am doing all of these things only to go only in search of any job or any profile to work in the space agencies. I want to
Okay. So I will tell
with
you
all.
another. I will tell you another story here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After I finished my PhD, I used to work for Rolls Royce, and I went to the CEO of the company. I said I want to do an MBA. You know what he said to me? He said, "How many degree you want?"
Yes, sir.
And you are doing exactly the same thing. What are you trying to achieve here? You're not telling me this is what you learned. You are telling me you are doing this from this university, this from that university. डिग्री करके उसको अचार डालना है क्या? भाई फोकस उस पे करो व्हाट
Sir,
यू आर लर्निंग. डिग्री यहाँ से ली, आईआईटी वहां से डिग्री ली, उधर से डिग्री ली. डू यू नो एवरी पर्सन सिटिंग इन द कॉलेज रूम इज डूइंग द सेम थिंग. और फ्री में डिग्री लेना तो और आसान है ना. उसके लिए कोई कंपटीशन थोड़ी ना देना है. भाई उस डिग्री की
yes,
वैल्यू है जिसके लिए तुमने कंपटीशन दिया है. उस डिग्री की कौन सी वैल्यू है जो ऑनलाइन जाके, क्योंकि वहां तो बिजनेस में बैठे हुए हैं. मैं भी अपना एक कोर्सेरा खोल देता हूँ और ले लो जितनी डिग्री लेनी है और मुझे पैसे दे दो.
no, sir. I am learning also from that. Um, so that, and
या तो लर्निंग
attending
पे,
regular class.
राइट, तो
Yes,
लर्निंग पे फोकस करो ना.
yes, sir.
अगर तुमने लर्न
I
किया है,
must.
दैट्स द ओनली थिंग यू शुड बी वरी अबाउट. लर्न करो और उससे कुछ करो. उसको लर्न करने की कुछ आगे करो.
Yes, sir.
मुझे नहीं याद है मैंने कितनी सारी कोर्सेज लिए हैं स्कूल में. मुझे याद भी नहीं है वो है क्या. वही होगा तुम्हारे साथ भी. तुम 50 डिग्री 50 जगह से ले लो. एक साल के बाद पता भी नहीं रहेगा कि पहली पन्ने में लिखा क्या था. भाई अपने आप को कंपोज करो, अपना इंटरेस्ट ढूंढो और उस पे फोकस करो. वो क्या कहते हैं, ऑक्टोपस की तरह 8 हाथ हो जाएंगे और आठों हाथ आठों चीजें ढूंढेंगे, ना इधर के रहोगे ना उधर के.
Yes, sir.
And at your stage as being an undergrad, it's very easy to be confused. But this is where a difference between a person who has a self awareness and know about himself or herself versus a person who is confused. अपना इंटरेस्ट ढूंढो, उसमें फोकस करो. ये नहीं कि पड़ोसी भी यही कर रहा है तो मैंने डेटा साइंस नहीं किया है, वो भी ये कर रहा है तो मैं भी यही करूं. मैंने भी एआई सीखना है, आजकल सबको एआई भी सीखना है. कोई पता होता कुछ नहीं, सीखना सबको है.
हाँ सर, सही है.
दैट्स द पॉइंट है. तो उसको अपने को फिगर आउट करो कि इंटरेस्ट क्या है तुम्हारा. उस पे फोकस करो, लर्निंग पे फोकस करो और चीजें हो जाएंगी. उसमें कोई बहुत बड़ी बात नहीं है. और स्टॉप प्लेइंग दिस आई एम, मैं गरीब हूँ, मेरा घर वहां है, मैं 4 रुपए है मेरे जेब में, ये सब फालतू की बातें हैं. तुम्हारा गाना सुनने को कोई नहीं बैठा यार, कोई किसी को इतनी फुर्सत नहीं है। तुम्हें आता क्या है, उस बेसिस पे तुम्हें कोई नौकरी दे देगा, बात खत्म। राइट। तो वो सब, डोंट प्ले दोज थिंग्स, दैट्स, ये 2023 है यार, यहाँ पर लोगों के पास टाइम नहीं है ये सब बातें
yes,
सुनने का। राइट। और टू बी ऑनेस्ट विथ यू, वो आदमी सक्सेसफुल रहेगा जो कहेगा कि मैंने ये किया है और मैं आगे क्या कर सकता हूँ, लोग उसकी सुनते हैं। ये उसकी थोड़ी ना कि मैं क्या करूं, मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ। दिस इज जस्ट अ लेम क्वेश्चन। वो भी जबकि आज की डेट में, एज ए सेड टू यू कि 1990 में जब हम पढ़ रहे थे, हमें अगर ये भी पूछना हो कि यूएस की कैपिटल क्या है, उसके लिए हमें अगले दिन टीचर के पास जाके पूछना पड़ता था। आज की डेट में वो फोन से पूछ के 2 सेकंड नहीं लगते, नॉलेज तुम्हारे हाथ में है, और तुम बात कर रहे हो कि मैं क्या करूं। मैं क्या करूं क्वेश्चन नहीं है, क्वेश्चन है कि मैंने ये किया है, हाउ कैन आई इंप्रूव ऑन दैट, दैट्स अ क्वेश्चन। क्वेश्चन ये नहीं है कि मैं बहुत ही गरीब परिवार से आया हूँ और मैं गरीबी, तो भाई चैरिटी के पास जाओ ना, मंदिर के पास जाओ, वो समस्या सॉल्व करेगा। क्वेश्चन ये है, वो ये नहीं है। डोंट प्ले विक्टिम कार्ड, दैट्स अ वेरी स्टूपिड थिंग टू डू। एंड देन फोकस ऑन, आई मीन तुम्हारे पास पैशन है, तुम्हारे पास सोच है, तुम कुछ करना चाहते हो, उस पर फोकस करो यार, अपनी एनर्जी। क्या कहते हैं।
सर।
या गो अहेड।
सर उसी के लिए मतलब सर मेरे पास ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ऑप्शन अवेलेबल रहे, इसी के लिए सर मैं इतना मतलब उधर से डेटा साइंस कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि मैं रिसर्च किया तो मुझे पता चला कि एक्चुअली में जो सिविल इंजीनियर है, ये लोग डेटा एनालिटिक्स एंड कंसल्टिंग्स में ज़्यादा इन लोग का स्कोप है। वेदर इन एनी स्पेस एजेंसी और एनीवेयर वी विल प्ले विद डेटा इफ आई ग्रांट दैट द चांस। सो आई गो फॉर द डेटा, दैट इज डेटा साइंस का कोर्स।
या बट
एंड
तुम ही नहीं, हर बंदा वही कर रहा है आजकल। किसी से भी पूछोगे ना, वो एक एक जवान सबके नाम पे है आजकल, चाहे वो इंजीनियर हो चाहे वो नॉन इंजीनियर हो। डेटा साइंस, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, मशीन लर्निंग, इट हैज बिकम अ डर्टी वर्ड। सो जस्ट फिगर इट आउट कि करना क्या चाह रहे हो उससे।
sir, my to forward the saying, my straight forward thinking, I want to join the uh, I want to go and work for the any space agencies. That's all my point.
या तो
And
बात
I
खत्म।
yes sir.
ये तो देख सी चक्कर क्या है ना, देख, तुम्हारे अंदर एक ड्राइव है, तुम उस ड्राइव, वो ड्राइव तुम्हारा एसेट है, डोंट लूज दैट ड्राइव कि मुझे करना है।
Yes.
राइट। और उसके बाद जो भी फिगर आउट करो, आई थिंक अच्छी बात क्या होती है, जैसे तुमने मेरे से बात करी, शायद कुछ सीखा, लेट्स से, और कुछ नहीं भी सीखा तो भी एटलीस्ट एक्सपीरियंस पता चला। राइट।
Yes sir.
ऐसे ही तुम टॉक टू पीपल whom you can look up to and say okay, let's say try to find someone who works for ISRO and say कि कैन यू टेल मी कि आप लोग करते क्या हो। कई बार होता क्या ना कि तुम्हें एक फैसिनेशन रहता है कि मुझे को भी चांद पे जाना है, और पता ये नहीं है कि पता चला वहां बैठा दिया इसरो में, नट बोल्ट टाइट कर रहे हो, और बोला गया कि यार ये क्या
Yes sir.
बेवकूफी है।
Yes sir. The same.
तो मेरा पॉइंट ये है ना कि भाई, सोच तो लो तुम चाह क्या रहे हो, पता तो करो कि है क्या चीज वो मैं करना चाहता हूँ। और ऐसा ना हो कि पता चला वहां जाके लगा कि अरे यार ये क्या बेवकूफी कर दी मैंने। राइट। तो जरा
Yes.
पढ़ो उसके बारे में, जरा जरा समझो उस चीज को, वो है क्या। राइट। स्पेस इन जर्नल इज अ गुड प्लेस टू वर्क इन, नो डाउट, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट, बट जरा पता करो कि तुम्हारा बैकग्राउंड क्या है, तुम्हारा पैशन क्या है, नॉलेज पता करो। जैसे तुमने कहा ना कि मुझे इसरो में जाना है, मुझे ये जैसे कई लोग होते क्या है कि उनको इकोनॉमिक्स बहुत पसंद होती है, या फिर फॉर एग्जांपल उनको गाड़ी बनाना बहुत पसंद है, बट बिकॉज ऑफ इंडियन सिस्टम वो फंस गए हैं कोई और चीज करने में। बट वो फिगर आउट कर लेते हैं धीरे धीरे कि ओके मुझे ये नहीं, मुझे ऐसा करना चाहिए। राइट। और वही तुम भी कर रहे हो कि ओके मैं गेट दूंगा, मैं क्या कहते हैं एरोस्पेस इंजीनियर बनूंगा, एंड दैट इज क्लोज टू व्हाट आई वांट टू गो, दैट्स द राइट थिंग टू डू। Yeah, तो
Yes sir.
उसमें as I said, I think you should not be confused. I think जो तुम सोच रहे हो वो मुझे लगता है सही सोच रहे हो, that's the right direction.
सर कंफ्यूजन के चक्कर में सर हमने ये सब कोर्सेज स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, इससे हमें लगा कि कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि बाद में पता चले कि हमें ये कर लेना चाहिए था, हम कर नहीं पाए। इसीलिए
No,
हमें सब
I
दूसरे
think
से
if,
सीखना
see, if you ask me, as I said, I can look back and see what I did, right? मैं माइनिंग से सिविल में क्यों गया? इसीलिए गया ना क्योंकि मुझे लगा कि आई नीड टू गेट आउट फ्रॉम हियर. आई डोंट वांट टू बिकम अ माइनिंग इंजीनियर. फिर मैं सिविल में जब रहा
है।
तो
यस
मैंने
सर।
देखा यार कि ये रोड में बैठा के ब्रिज बनवाएंगे, तो मैंने कहा नो नो, आई नीड टू गेट आउट फ्रॉम देयर. एंड आई थिंक यू आर फिगरिंग आउट द सेम थिंग. सो होता क्या है ना कि मेरे को किसी ने नहीं बताया कि ये करना है, ना मेरे पेरेंट्स ने बोला कि तुम इसके बाद ये करो, राइट? खुद ही फिगर आउट किया, राइट? तुम भी खुद ही फिगर आउट करोगे तो
यस सर
उसके बाद
सेम।
होगा क्या ना कि व्हेन यू बिकम सक्सेसफुल यू हैव अ डिफरेंट लेवल ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस. फेलियर्स होंगे, होने दो. फेलियर्स तो अच्छी बात है ना, उसमें डरना क्या है? फेलियर्स तो सबकी
सर
लाइफ में आते हैं. आई मीन फेलियर्स आर इनएविटेबल.
बैकअप आई डोंट हैव एनी बैकअप इफ आई गॉट फेलियर फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट।
बैकअप प्लान तुम्हारा हमेशा रहेगा. नौकरी तो तुम्हें कहीं भी मिल जाएगी. नौकरी किसकी नहीं लगती, राइट? नौकरी किसकी नहीं लगती इंडिया में? सबकी तो नौकरी लग जाती है. नहीं तो चाय समोसे तो कोई भी बना लेगा. बैकअप प्लान होता क्या है,
यस सर।
राइट? तो वो तो देखो एक चीज जान लो, मेरे क्लास में इतने सारे बच्चे थे जब मैं स्कूल में पढ़ता था. काफी सारे बच्चे थे जो इंजीनियरिंग कर रहे थे. सभी तो कमा रहे हैं. कौन बैठा है घर में? तो बैकअप प्लान होता क्या है? सबका सबकी गाड़ी तो लगी जाती है. भाई एक चीज बता कि आज के डेट में जो चाय समोसे बना रहा है वो कभी ना कभी तो रिटायर होगा ना, तो उसकी जगह कोई तो लेगा. आज अजग अमर तो कोई है नहीं. यस
सॉरी
सलीम.
फॉर द इंटरप्शन। दिस इज फ्रॉम माय साइड।
ये और कोई क्वेश्चन है सलीम तुम्हें?
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, the question is so. The most important point this we can find out that we will prepare for the gate and joining
आई थिंक दैट्स द राइट थिंग टू
join
डू.
for the
आई थिंक दैट्स द राइट
from
थिंग टू
this
डू.
point.
आई थिंक तुम फोकस करो गेट में और अच्छे मार्क्स लाओ ताकि तुम्हारा अच्छी जगह में एडमिशन हो जाए. अगर तुम्हें डेटा साइंस वगैरह करोगे खाली डिस्ट्रैक्शन होगा. तो अपना अपना फोकस उस पर करो.
Yes, sir. Can you repeat, sir?
नो
There
नो
is
व्हाट आई
some
एम
network
ये
issue.
नो नो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज कि आई थिंक मेरे हिसाब से तुम्हें फोकस करना चाहिए अपने गेट एग्जाम पे कंप्लीटली और अच्छे मार्क्स लाओ
Okay,
उसमें.
okay.
एंड गेट इनटू अ गुड यूनिवर्सिटी. और जो तुम कह रहे हो एरोस्पेस इंजीनियरिंग में, आई थिंक दैट विल हेल्प यू मच बेटर. उस पर फोकस करो कंप्लीटली. That will help you much more in
Yes, sir.
achieving what you are trying to do, in my personal opinion. और ये डिस्ट्रैक्शन इधर उधर ना, डेटा साइंस और ये सब, ये कभी भी कर सकते हो, कोई बड़ी चीज नहीं.
Yes,
आई
sir.
थिंक
So,
आई थिंक आई थिंक मुझे लगता है तुम्हें उसमें
it's,
फोकस करना चाहिए. बट एट द सेम टाइम अगर तुम्हें इसरो में कोई सिविल इंजीनियरिंग की पोस्ट दिख रही है, अप्लाई करो. क्या पता हो जाए. हो गया तो अच्छी बात है.
yes, sir. I will sure apply for that, sir. I
या
will sure apply for that. Actually, my first plan is the same. I will sure apply for that after passing my BTech. If there is no vacancy, then I will go for the aerospace engineering
या बट वो
MTech program.
एग्जाम तो तुम्हें पहले देना होगा ना, तो उसकी भी तैयारी करते रहो तुम. ये बोलने का मतलब मेरा.
Yes, sir.
या दैट्स इट.
Yes, sir.
यू आर
And
गुड टू गो माय
good
फ्रेंड.
point is that there is gate and ISRO, sir. So this is also good for me to prepare both the things in one way.
यप. तुमने खुद ही आंसर दे दिया अपने क्वेश्चन का. मेरा काम आसान हो गया.
Yes, sir.
यप.
Yes, sir. तो सर यही सर बस प्रॉब्लम इज दैट वी डोंट हैव एनी मेंटर हु ड्राइव guide me that this is right,
Yeah, yeah,
this is wrong.
but
I
yeah,
am
but you
just
but yeah, yeah, but you're talking to me. That's a mentorship. So don't worry. It, as I
yes,
said, आज की date में there are a lot of people are trying to help people, other people, and so. और मेरा जब when I started doing this, that's what I wanted to do, and I speak to a lot of students like you who are confused, like you who are not so confused, and that's normal. I was very confused. I didn't know what to do. So ये तो कोई normal चीज है यार. पर एटलीस्ट तुम्हें पता तो है ना तुम्हें करना क्या है. एंड देन अच्छी बात है कि व्हेन यू
Yes, sir. I
लेट्स से
have
एज ए
to, sir. I have to answer.
राइट राइट
Okay, sir.
एंड
Okay.
so Shailen, I think our time is getting over, but I think good luck to you. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we will talk to you next time, sir. In next
Yeah,
time
sure, sure.
again.
And I just said, just prepare something. Next time, I think when I would like to talk to you when you are in a good place doing your aerospace engineering. How about that?
Sir, before that, we can we talk in
Sure, sure.
between 5 to 6 months.
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
mean, as
okay,
I said,
okay, sir.
अपने exam की तैयारी, prepare for the exam and all that. So, but we can talk, no problem. Okay.
Sir, yes, sir. Currently, I'm completing my second year, and I started preparing for the gate. So I think this is the best option for me,
I think so too.
and I
Yep.
am
Yep.
yes, sir.
Many times what happens कि
Uh,
बच्चों को ना खुद ही पता होता है. All they are looking for a confirmation. I think you are one of those things.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
And I think you are
Okay, sir.
you are
बाद में ये
yeah, yeah. I think you are doing fine. So don't worry.
okay, sir.
Okay, Sharon.
And sir,
Uh,
I have actually, sir, I have searched the I am asking like the recurring question. I have searched about the research about the placement scenario for the aerospace engineering MTech programs. There are very less number of person going for that work for the space agencies. So it will be better to go for that, sir.
वो तुम्हें those are the people that can tell you. यार, I don't have much idea about that. I mean, you can talk to people who are currently studying in aerospace engineering at Bombay or Madras or Bangalore. They can tell you. Try to get in touch with those people. जो भी पढ़ रहे हैं aerospace engineering. Okay. I have to
Yes, sir.
I have
This
to
one,
keep. I
I
have
think this.
Sharon, I have to keep now because the time is getting over. But
Okay, okay,
all I
okay,
can say, good luck with you. Okay.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining with us, sir. Thank you, sir.